Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know this one is a late video. I don't usually do these type of ones at night time, but there has been some breaking news, and obviously I wanted to come on here straight away to talk about it. Oh, it's so hard to find the words what I want to say because I'm so like, how has this happened like so fast? Like, this has developed like that. Like, we've known Arsenal wanted him, and it's literally just happened like this. Like, it's just crazy to me because for me, why hasn't Eze happened sooner? Why hasn't Gokras happened? Like, I would rather us put the money towards Gokras or Eze. Like, I don't understand this situation at all. I know everyone has their own opinion on this, but I do not get this at all. I don't know why we're going for him. I can't understand this at all. Um, Listen, I don't really think the criticism, the abuse he gets, it's not his fault at the end of the day, but I'm not happy about this. I wanted just to read out what we've all heard. Obviously, with Fabrizio Romano, you know he is pretty much going to speak the truth, and that is honestly um nothing but facts what he is saying. But obviously I'm just so like, I don't know what the word is. I feel frustrated. I feel like down about it. I mean, yeah, I have no words right now. I really don't. But obviously big up to you guys in the chat. I know this one's a late one, so obviously if you're joining me tonight, then thank you so much. I want to just read out what Fabrizio has said. He said, "No new Madueke to Arsenal. Here we go. Fee agreed in excess of 15 million with add-ons included. Green light from Chelsea. Madueke has agreed a 5-year deal at Arsenal days ago, and now is going to complete the move. The winger leaves Chelsea to join Arsenal." Um, I'm just I can't find the words to say right now because I don't get this at all. I don't get how this is going to help Arsenal. I think this move is just really confusing. Like, does this mean that Eze isn't coming to Arsenal? Like, or is this as well as Eze? I don't know how this has happened so quick. I'm so frustrated at this, to be honest with you, because I know that he's not going to improve the team. I have read that it does look like Trossard could be coming and could be leaving Arsenal, so maybe this means that this could happen, and we're going to lose out on a few of our players. So yeah, for me, I'm just so baffled why we're going for him. I'm just I don't have any words right now, guys. So let me know how you guys are feeling because I'm pretty much like annoyed at this. Obviously, when he plays for Arsenal, I will welcome him. I will, get behind him. I'm not, it's on Arteta he's brought him in here, so he's obviously decided to bring him here. I'm obviously wanting to see how it goes at the end of the window because things could be different. But right now, like I've said, I'm obviously not happy with it. I'm just so disappointed. Um, Big up Zayn, I hope you're good. Good to see you in the chat. I'll be honest, as a rival, Madueke is a decent player, not a level raiser. It's funny, the meltdown has been crazy. That's the thing, isn't it? Because I'm with you. I've said so many times on the podcast, he is a good player, and I'm not taking anything away from him because he is a good player. He's a decent player to have. But like you said, he's not going to take us to another level. He's not going to be a player that's going to help us in these finals in the league. It's not going to be a difference for us when we want to win the league. So for me, that's the biggest like concern I have right now, and I'm so frustrated at it. Um, like I said, I know Ramsdale came here, he got a ton of abuse and he did really well. I'm not saying that he won't do well. I'm just questioning why we would go for him. Be an Arsenal fan, why would we sign him? Yeah, I'm not sure why we're going for him. If I'm being completely honest, they wouldn't give him the number 14 shirt, would they? I'll be honest with you. I do worry a bit about his sort of like um, attitude, how consistent he can be. Like, I'm not going to write him off before he comes, but for me, this isn't a good sign at all. I don't know why we're going for him. Like, I can't understand this at all. It's baffling. Um, and so many of us aren't happy with this. I mean, you look at Twitter now, like, this just isn't a move that we should be going for. And like I said, I've not wanted him because, listen, he has the same stats. Like, he has the same sort of has the same sort of, stats as Trossard and Martinelli, so what difference would this make, him coming into Arsenal? Obviously, if I want to look on the other side, Arteta must see something in him that we might not see. Arteta might, I don't know. I'll be honest with you, I am quite confused, like, why Arteta does go for these Chelsea players. Like, I do not understand it at all. Um, I don't mind going for the odd player, but what is the obsession of going for like tons of these players? Like, I just don't get it at all. And obviously, it's just really frustrating. And yeah, like I said, I'm not really, for me, like Zane just said, there has been a big meltdown. I mean, and there is Arsenal fans. Um, I've not seen one fan that's happy about this. Of course, whoever comes to Arsenal, I will welcome them. I will obviously get behind them, but I really worry now going into the season how we're gonna get on. I mean, Trossard, I think, is the one that's looking likely to leave out of Martinelli and him, but he's not going to come to Arsenal to be on the bench. He's going to come to be a starter. And a lot of people are saying this. I think this could be true. He may be starting on the left. I don't think he'll be starting on the right. So yeah, he'll be on the left. And that will mean obviously Trossard and then he'll be going. But like I said, I just don't know what Arsenal have in their mind. Are we bringing him as well as Eze? Are we bringing him as well as Gyökeres? I mean, I mean, I've done videos about Gyökeres and nothing's changed about that, so I don't know why things aren't developing with Gyökeres and Eze. Like, how did this happen like that? Like, we all heard about this, and yeah, nothing's really changed. I mean, obviously, I do think it's important to support the players when they are here. Obviously, we all have different opinions, but I think we should get behind him. I've no doubt he will give his all for Arsenal. But as Zane mentioned, we also need level raises, and unfortunately, I don't think he is that for Arsenal. Big up Andy. Divided opinions, I think. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. I've seen a lot of people say, when he's here, let's get behind him, and that's so true. You do have to support your players and get behind them. But I haven't actually seen any Arsenal fan that's been happy to have him here. Um, I don't know. It's just I'm just not for this one, unfortunately. But I know we've had Chelsea players in the past that have worked out, so it's not me saying that it won't work out, but I'm just like, how has this happened so quick? Like, this has developed so, so quick. And like I said, I'm a bit surprised, obviously. I want Eze, I want Gyökeres, and it's happened so fast. I do wonder why Arteta does go for these Chelsea players. Obviously, Chelsea have a cup final coming up. Is he playing in that? What's that situation? I honestly don't know. And yeah, I do. I do think he has an obsession with Chelsea. This is definitely not at a signing. The signings that you think to yourself it is which ones are better signings, but this one for me is definitely an Arteta signing. There's no denying that. But obviously, guys, let me know in the comments your thoughts about the situation because I know a lot of us aren't jumping for joy about this. But obviously, I wasn't going to go live. I've been live a few times today, but when I saw this, I had to jump on here for a little bit as I wanted to give you my initial thoughts on this because it will be announced pretty soon. He's going to be our next announcement. He really is. And I think it's going to be around 55 million. No, it says 50 million, but with the add-ons, it's going to be about 55 million. And you think about it, I think Ben White was about 50 million, but I don't know what to say. I'm not convinced by the signing, and I want to be convinced, but it doesn't jump out at me, and I don't think to myself, he's going to really help us win league titles. And I think Liverpool won't sign him, Man City won't sign him, so why should we sign him? It's difficult because I don't want to judge him really before he's got here, but I've seen him enough to know that he's not a player that's gonna take us to a different level. Um, I know the window's not finished yet, and if the window opened and we got Eze, I would be happy with that. I would, but obviously at the moment, I'm not sure what we're doing. I mean, Spurs have made some good signings, which makes me feel even worse. Um, Obviously, Elanga would have been great. Anthony Gordon, I'd have been really happy with Anthony Gordon. I don't get it. But for me, Arteta, like I said, this season he has to get it right, or for me, he's got to go. And I know it sounds quite blunt, but you have to be if you want to win things. So for me, I'm just hoping that he can obviously get it right. If you're Arsenal and fan not happy about this, yeah, I don't think many fans are, unfortunately. Sorry, but Ashik, good to see you in the chat. Let me know what you think of this as well. Um, Madueke sounds like a sore toothache, yeah. Spurs, yeah, they do suck, but I would have loved Kudos, I'm not gonna lie, that would have been a sign I'd be excited about. Um, I think the problem that I have is if we were a team that was going for top four, I would say to you, you know what, that isn't a bad sign. He can get you goals, but because we're a team that are in the process of next season, we need to compete again with Liverpool. I just don't know how this would help us compete. I think Trossard's leaving. I know nothing has been confirmed officially, but it does seem as though he might be going. So, yeah, for me, I'd rather keep Trossard, but yeah. Big up Ashik, always good to see you in the chat. Madueke Arteta's not a serious manager. I mean, I think you see the reaction online, and I can't disagree with people that have been unhappy about this. I'm usually quite optimistic, but this isn't someone I don't feel excited about the signing. But as I said, when they're here, I'll always get behind them. I'm going to have my opinion no matter what. I mean, I'm sure I wasn't big on bringing Ramsdale to Arsenal, and now I love him, and he's become one of my favourite Arsenal players in the Arteta era. So I'm not saying this won't work out, but the question is he going to win us titles? Is he going to be that difference? And I think because of the money, I think that's the biggest problem. Like, if it was like, say it was like £30 million, that would have been okay. But it depends what Arsenal are gonna do. I think at the moment, if it's just him on his own and we buy a striker, I think we need something else. So yeah, for me, I'm not convinced totally by this. 15 million is yeah, that, like I said, the price is the biggest surprise. Is that I think it's just a surprise. I think when we saw the other day the price, I think that shocked a lot of us because we probably weren't expecting it to be that expensive. I think Chelsea are quite good at making the money. I mean, I I just feel a bit disappointed if this is going to be our only signing on the wing. I think we know we need to make a lot of improvements on the wing. So, yeah, I'm just interested to see what we're going to do. I'm not sure what Arsenal have in their mind after this. Um, Peter Mutzer, I hope you're good. Always good seeing you people in the chat. I'll only be okay if we get the left-sided replacement. We want Eze and a striker. Well, what I'm thinking is maybe he will play on the left because on the right we know that obviously it's Saka. When Neri looks like he's set to sign a new deal. Um, Obviously, a striker is important. I want Eze. I really would love Eze at Arsenal. That would be a dream signing. Rodrigo definitely feels unlikely. Absolutely, I don't think that's going to happen at all. It's a dream that may become a reality, but yeah, I think we'll get Eze. I don't think I'm starting to think now with the Gokras thing, maybe that might not happen because there's so much is going on. I think it might not happen in the end. So yeah, it's so difficult. Um, Me and Andy, I will just say Madueke is quick and good down the wing, not the best signing. But we'll give you everything. Yeah, I think I do agree with that. As someone said before, he is a good player. I can't remember. I spoke about his stats the other day. I think he had something like 7 goals, 3 assists, or something like that. And I thought he can get you the goals. I think the issue that I have with him is that it's no doubt he can be great carrying the ball forward and attacking, but when he's in the box, is he going to get us those goals? That's what we need. Um, so yeah, I've no doubt he will give us everything for Arsenal when he's here. I will be behind him and I will be wanting him to do well. But like what I said, we have to see what Arsenal do, and are we going to bring in Eze? Are we going to bring in a striker? Because if it's just him on the wing, then that isn't good enough for me. Um, Big up Brainy, I hope you're good. Good to see you in the chat. The reasons fans are furious is because he's a Chelsea player and that we're selling Madueke before we sign a striker and a left winger. Personally, I think Arteta will sign 3 more big signings. I wish I felt like that. I don't think we're going to sign 3 big signings after this. I do believe we'll get Eze. I do believe that because when I've been looking online at the latest news, it does look like Eze. Crystal Palace are happy with what we're offering them, so that does seem to have developed a bit more in a positive way. But I don't know if we're going to really get Gokras. I don't know if that would happen for us, but honestly, we'll have to wait and see. But it just doesn't feel quite positive right now. But yeah, like I said, I think there are better options we could have gone for. That's my biggest criticism of this. But he's not going to be a bad player. Um, I just want us to sign Eze, I really do. And obviously Gokras. Big up Andy who says agreed. Yeah, I've no doubt most fans will get behind him. I don't agree with obviously sending him messages like it isn't his fault. And he will give it all for Arsenal. I've no doubt about that. So this isn't his fault. It's obviously Arteta wants him here, and that's Arteta's. That's up to Arteta. So yeah. Big up Brainy. My predictions are we will sign Eze, Gokras, and 1 more. Gokras, I think it's going to be hard. I'm 50-50 about it now. Or maybe like I'd say 60-40. I think it could happen, but I don't know if it will happen because I pretty much know the the money situation. I think they want Arsenal to pay more and Arsenal don't want to pay more, so I really don't know. But yeah, Eze I think is likely. I don't know if we'd sign another one. I don't know if Arteta just wanted Eze, Madueke, Gokras. I mean, I think with Madueke, he's not going to come to Arsenal to be on the bench. A bit like Kepa, I don't think Kepa's coming to Arsenal to be on the bench. I think they're definitely going to want to, get to game time and start for Arsenal. Maybe not Kepa, but I think Madueke will. And obviously, I've no doubt he will give his best for Arsenal. But I think you made a good point because I think if we'd signed Gokras and Eze and then this came, or we signed Eze and Madueke, I think fans could be a bit more optimistic, but because this has happened, it doesn't feel like that. It's hard to be optimistic right now. Um, but yeah, I do feel a bit deflated because nothing else. The players that we want as fans, they haven't been announced yet. I think that's what's so frustrating. But obviously, guys, those that watch, let me know your thoughts on this signing, and I obviously read out your thoughts on that, as I'm happy to do that as well. And to those that are watching, like I said, I hope you enjoy my thoughts and my reaction. Obviously, if you are new here, please do subscribe to my channel and do like this video. Like I said, share your thoughts, do all that stuff. And yeah, I'm obviously gonna chat with you guys a little bit. I know this one is a bit of a later stream, but I just wanted to come on here today as well. I wasn't expecting this to happen, I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't really expecting us to sign him, and it's happened so quick. Rodrigo and Eze or any of them would be good. Gokras could still be on, but he's dragging on just paying get him. He'd scare teams, still a chance we'll get him. Yeah, that's the thing as well, because I watched him against Man City, and that is exactly what he did. He did scare teams. He was ruthless. He was, like you said, he's a joy to watch. I mean, as someone who doesn't like Man City or doesn't support a sport, and he was a joy to watch there. And that's why Arsenal have to make the most of this and just get him and get the deal done. Um, but yeah, I don't like I said, I don't think we should write him off yet, but I still think it's fair if fans aren't happy about this because we know players that I know who I want also. I know I want Eze, I know I want some of these other players, and this isn't the one that I particularly want, but of course I will get behind him as I always do with all these players. And yeah, obviously when the window is short, I can give you more of an opinion, but obviously right now I'm not over the moon about this. Big up yourself, hope you're good. Obviously, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and big up Volodko Star. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. At least he's younger than Sterling, chance to improve. Yeah, he is young and I'm sure he has potential. Like I said, he's a good player. Um, but that's the question: is that players that we are going to bring in, are they good enough to take us to the next level? I'm not just talking about Madueke. I'm just talking generally. Like the players that Arteta is going to bring in, are they going to take us to a different level, or are they just going to get us to where we've already been last season? But yeah, I don't think the reaction has been pretty great, has it? But I also get that we've not this window at the moment has been we've got a few players in that we all knew about, but I want us to do a little bit more than what we are doing. But yeah, I do feel a bit underwhelmed, I can't lie. Obviously, guys, let me know in the comments what you're all thinking. I'll stay on here for about 10 more minutes, guys. I never do like videos. I wasn't planning on coming here tonight, but when I saw this news, I thought I need to rant. I really do need to rant. I need to talk about this because I do feel like I can't help but feel disappointed, if I'm being honest. That is my honest reaction. But as people said before, it does depend on who we are bringing in. If we're bringing in anyone else, or if this is just going to be it. In I do think we're going to bring a striker, but are we just going to bring Madueke in, and is that going to be it? I mean, that's what I want to see. I want to see what we're going to do after this, but obviously, right now, I'm not jumping for joy about this. I can't lie, I'm not. But obviously, I don't think it's not okay to send any players abuse or anything like that, and that's just not okay. But obviously, I do think everyone's entitled to their opinion on this. I do think it's fair for people to give their opinion on it because at the end of the day, we all want Arsenal to do well, and that's what it's all about. So yeah, obviously, that's not okay to send players those messages. But obviously, we'll have our own opinions at the end of the day. And my opinion is that he'll be a good player for us, but he's not going to be a game changer. We're going to have to see what happens, guys. We really will. It's going to be really interesting to see how this window is going to unfold, how things are going to change, because obviously I really hope in this window that, like I said, I mean, at the moment we've got Mendy, we've got Norgard, we've got Kepa. Is that it, guys? I keep forgetting people, honestly. I know Mosquera's looking possible. Also, looks like Gokras as a Madueke, so that could be 7 players. I mean, I don't think Rodrigo's going to happen. I think that's unrealistic. I think people need to lose their hope on that. But I think with the Madueke thing, let me know, guys, what you're all thinking. But is it because of the money that people might not be happy about this? Because it is a lot of money. It is, if we are thinking about it, it probably is a bit of money. People might be happy with the money, but obviously, it isn't on money, but money could have been used somewhere else, possibly. Big up Mutzer. For anyone with reservations on Madueke from his Chelsea form, go and look up his PSV Eindhoven highlights, similar with Havertz looked great before joining Chelsea. Norgard. Oh, I don't know, honestly. We're just going to have to see how it goes. Like I said, I'm not going to write him off. I'm just going to see what happens. But like I said, it depends. If we're bringing Eze and Gokras in, I can feel more hopeful about this. But at the same time, if he comes to Arsenal and it doesn't go well for him, we're going to really struggle on the left because I don't know where Eze would actually play. When Eze comes, is he going to be playing sort of in the attacking midfield position? Because Odegaard's there, so is Eze going to be more on the left? It's really interesting to see how this is going to work out. Obviously, we're going to see more about that in pre-season, but yeah, I don't think it's going to go down particularly well. But like I said, I do think we need to just get behind him, and yeah, hopefully see how it goes. But it does happen. It does seem as though these Chelsea players, the deals happen so quick. I've just tweeted it out and it happens so quick. To be fair, the Chelsea players do seem quite happy to leave Chelsea, but I'm just looking online now. It doesn't seem like a happy bunch of fans now. Um, I think for me, like, I think the problem that I'm having with this is Arsenal, like someone said before, I can't remember, I think it might be Andy that said it, but Arsenal need to just pay Gokras the price they want and just get it over with and just get it done. But with Madueke, why is it that we can pay that like that, but we can't be willing to pay, um, for Gokres is dying to come to Arsenal. I'd want us to get Gokres done, and we haven't. So yeah, it's just I think as fans we might feel underwhelmed, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm not saying all the players that we've had at Chelsea have been bad because they haven't. I'm gonna be honest, Jorginho was good, David Luiz was good. Um Sterling wasn't great, it didn't work out. I'm trying to think who else we've had. We've had so many. Havertz. Havertz is a good player. I've no doubt he will score us goals next season. He just seems to have bulked up a bit, but is that going to get us a league? Is that going to. I think we need more than what we have. Pardon me, guys, is what I'm pretty much saying. Um, Big up yourself. We got Havertz from Chelsea, which is okay. And we could have got a Mudryk and another German, thank God. Yeah, I'll be honest, I am glad we didn't get Mudryk because Trossard has proven to be the better player. But obviously we could have done things differently. With the striker. Yeah, I do wonder if Havertz next season the game time is he gonna get much game time? Like that's another thing that I'm thinking to myself. Um, but yeah, obviously it's hard because he's definitely gonna see what everyone's saying. I'm sure I know footballers, all of them don't always use social media, but he's gonna have read his DMs, he's gonna have seen messages and as well, so that is not obviously who we are. I think it's perfectly fine to give anyone criticism, like, because I'm underwhelmed by this. I am. I don't feel excited yet because I don't know who else we're going to bring in. But obviously, I don't think it's nice for him to read those messages. And it's not his fault. Arsenal wanted him, and he said yes. So we're going to have to see how this one goes. But obviously, at the moment, I think a lot of us, do feel quite underwhelmed by this. And I think it's for quite a few reasons. Yeah, because it's a Chelsea player, but because obviously his stats, his goals isn't more than what we've seen with Martinelli and Trossard. So yeah, for me, I'm not over the moon about this obviously, but I am gonna end this guys in about 5 minutes as I've done quite a few videos today on my channel, but obviously um I always appreciate your love and support and yeah, if you've got any last message obviously you want to send through, please do. But yeah, I have done quite a few streams today, so I'm a bit tired as well. Um, so yeah, let me know your thoughts because I don't think we're very happy about this, and I feel bad because I'm sure he will help us in some way, but maybe it's just not enough for what we need. And I feel like I don't want to go on Twitter now because there's going to be a big uproar. Yeah, so we're gonna have to see what happens. But thank you all for watching my show today. Obviously, it was a very, very late one, and I really appreciate um you guys joining. Obviously, like I said, I do welcome him to Chelsea. I do welcome him to Arsenal, and I do hope he does really well here. But like I said, he's not really a player that I would have ever looked at and gone for. But Arteta clearly sees something in him, so we're gonna have to just see what happens. But I appreciate the love, guys. Thank you all for watching my show tonight. Like I said, if you're new here, please do subscribe to my channel. That would be very much appreciated. And yeah, of course, if you like my content, I pretty much am on here most days. Um, some days I just come on when there's news. I just jump on, put my camera on my laptop, and just chat because when there's breaking news, I do always want to go in here and talk with you guys and hear what you guys have to say. So yeah, I will let you all go. I know some of you might be morning time, but for me it's 11, so I'm a bit tired now. But yeah, obviously, like I said, I think it's important to be respectful to him and get behind him when he is here. And I just want to see what he's going to be like at Arsenal. But obviously, he's not someone I'd go for. But like I said, I do wish him well and I wish him the best of luck. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching my show today. Like I said, I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll let you guys know when I'll be back. I mean, I usually post on Twitter or Instagram when I'm back when my next video is probably tomorrow, the day after. Yeah, big up yourself, Madueke, not calling you gooners, absolutely. Yeah, I'm still excited to see pre-season's going to be like as well. It's not all doom and gloom, but I know this signing isn't for everyone. But yeah, appreciate the love, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll probably back tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then Saturday I'll be doing like a Lioness preview. But whenever there is Arsenal women, Arsenal men breaking news, I am always on here to give you guys some updates. But yeah, thank you so much for your support, guys. And I will see you very soon. Bye, guys.